Welcome back. Now in this video we're going to be talking about traffic generation through ad swaps. Now ad swaps are probably available to you as a traffic generation method once you already have a mailing list. And once you do, then you can start looking for partners to do ad swaps with. And ad swaps are free. And that is one of the reasons that it is a great method in order to drive targeted traffic to your offers. What you're basically doing here is that you are exchanging lists with other list owners. In other words, you're going to find a partner that is going to mail an opt-in offer to their list. You're going to mail an opt-in offer for them to your list. And what you basically really need to do is to find a partner with a list, and that is the genesis. That's the basis for doing an ad swap. In the course of this process, as he is basically sending out a solo ad for you. It's the same, it's the same thing. You're basically sending out a solo ad for him. Now, obviously, the key here is going to be that you're going to have to find people who are willing to do this. And these are going to be places. They're going to be things that, once again, the best opportunities for you within ad swaps, they're not always going to be advertised, right? There are going to be some people who will advertise in places. We'll show you those here in a minute. But you are going to find individuals willing to do this in Skype groups. You're going to find them in the Warrior Forum. I'm going to show you that here in a minute. You're going to also find them within those people that are actually mailing you, or if you are on the mailing list of other marketers, you'll often find good ad swap partners right there, as well as within Facebook groups. Now, before we look at an example of an outreach letter to a potential ad swap partner, let's take a look at where some of these ad swaps actually take place. What you're going to do here is you're now going to scroll down to the JV section of the Warrior Forum. And that's going to be right here, Warrior Joint Ventures. And you're going to see a number of ad swaps taking place already. You'll see that there's one taking here, ad swaps for small lists. You see one for ad swaps for any size list. I will build your list for free. So you're going to want to work with some of these individuals. And as you do, what you're going to find, if you have a good giveaway, you have a good offer, your list is going to grow. And as a matter of fact, it's not going to take you or cost you anything other than the time that's going to take you to actually do the mailing for the other marketer. Now we're going to look at a sample outreach email, but as we do this, as you can take a look and you can see some of the things that you're going to want to say. You're going to want to know what you can generate in terms of clicks. Remember, that is the currency in solo ads, and that's basically what you're doing with your partner. Now you're looking at an ad swap example. And what you're going to do with this outreach is to find other list owners that are going to be willing to basically do this exchange for you. Now, not everyone who's willing to do an ad swap is going to be on the Warrior Forum or any place public. You are going to have to reach out to some list owners, and in some cases, you might reach out to a list owner that may or may not be interested in doing this with everyone. And so you will have to conduct your outreach based on the activity that you see in the other marketer. Now, once again, this is going to run in the same direction as some of the other things. You are going to want to have some of those relationships in place prior to starting this process. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in the next video. In this video, we're going to be talking about traffic generation using video marketing, specifically YouTube marketing. Now, as a marketer, you really do need to take YouTube seriously, mainly because it is where there is traffic. It's where people are spending their time. YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world, very heavily used by individuals that are looking to get problems solved. They're looking for demonstrations. They're looking for ways that they can quickly solve problems or dilemmas that they have. And they're looking for people who have proven themselves to be experts to explain to them how they can solve certain problems or achieve certain goals. Now, some of them will find their YouTube videos in organic search. Now, if you were to just type in YouTube's second largest search engine in the search engine and you scroll down, what would you find? You'd find a video, a YouTube video, oddly on this subject. And this is going to be the case with many subjects where people are looking for answers. And so sometimes people will find those answers when they're looking in organic search, and they'll actually find a YouTube video. And if you've been in marketing any length of time, you know that one of the key factors in YouTube organic search is that, well, these videos have a thumbnail and it makes them stand out. Now, other people find their videos by doing searches inside of YouTube. In fact, if you want to find out what others have suggest or what others have searched recently, I mean, you can do that by using Google Suggest inside of YouTube. Let's take a look at what I mean by when I say that. You've probably experienced the fact that when you go to YouTube and you start by typing in, or go Google, you start by typing in one of your keywords, and you start by typing in other keywords, you're going to get suggestions from Google about what other people have been searching. That these are going to be the popular topic. This tool is called Google Suggest. Now, Google has the same kind of tool, the same kind of search engine tool operating inside of YouTube. Some people call it YouTube Suggest, and others call it Google Suggest inside of YouTube. But let's take a look at it. Notice if I start that phrase inside of YouTube, I'm going to get different results. But I will get some other results that are going to tell me about other things that people are searching for inside of YouTube. That's called YouTube Suggest. If you start by typing your keyword into YouTube, you are going to find out what people are searching for. It's like coming to the front page of YouTube to get product ideas. This really does indicate where people's minds are and where they are actually looking for solutions. Of course, you can also look inside of Google Trends to see trends on YouTube search. That means that we can go to Google Trends, type in a search term. Maybe if we type in pickup artist or male dating. We can then search that term inside of Google Trends, but we can search that term by doing so within YouTube. And so all we do is we'll go to look at the web search here, and we're going to click YouTube search, because we want to find out what people are looking for in terms of videos. And YouTube will give us information on what are rising search terms, rising in popularity, or what are related terms. So YouTube and Google will give us the information on what people are searching on and what people are looking to solve problems with. Now, you are going to want to create videos that educate your viewers. And you want to do that based on the keyword research. And when you do that, you combine those two factors, education from something that you know about, combine that with keyword research, and you can generate passive organic traffic. Now, that is a very important factor in being able to generate continual traffic to your page that wants to know about what it is that you can teach them through your information products and your services. Now, one of the important factors in YouTube is that when you generate traffic in this way, you are going to need to be social. In other words, you're going to need to treat YouTube as if it were its own social network. I mean, you should make sure your channel is connected to the Google Plus social network, but it mostly means that you should be taking the comments seriously that people create for your videos, and you should answer them professionally. Now, you can do advertising kind of videos, but that's really a short-term solution. You want to work to make sure that you are generating traffic based on your position as an expert in your niche. And you can do that effectively by determining the 10 frequently asked questions inside of your niche from your buyers and your prospects and answering each one of them with an individual video. Once you've done that, you can then answer the 10 should be asked questions. So in other words, what questions should your prospects be asking? And you want to create separate videos to answer those questions. What you'll do then is then place your links inside of the video as well as in the description area. And that's going to drive traffic back to your squeeze page or your pre-sale blog page to get people to opt in. Now, video marketing is a list building opportunity for those willing to invest the time. So it is a time consuming process, but the traffic that you get is qualified. They probably want to know what it is you're talking about, and you want to drive them to your capture page in order to build your list. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in the next video.